Hello, and welcome to the Print Class Schedule Report video. Today we'll learn how to run the Print Class Schedule Report. Our first step is from My UMBC to select the Topics menu and then the Staff Center. Staff Center appears, and scroll down to find Campus Solutions. Click the link. You're automatically redirected and logged into Student Administration. To find the Print Class Schedule Report, click the Curriculum Management link, then select Schedule of Classes, and finally find Print Class Schedule. The Print Class Schedule window appears. Two tabs exist: Find Existing Value and Add New Value. If you've never run a report before in SA, click the Add New Value tab and enter a Run Control ID. A Run Control ID can be a name up to 30 characters in length without any spaces. Then just click Add. However, today's example will use an existing value. I click the Search button and previously used Run Controlled IDs appear. Please select one from the list. Today we'll use Test Report. The Print Class Schedule tab appears. Enter your selection criteria. The academic institution is UMBC 1. Next, select your term. After clicking the Lookup button, find the term for which you want to run the report. Today we'll run the report for Fall 2009. After selecting the term, click the Academic Organization Lookup button to select the organization for which you want to run the report. Today's report will be for Gender and Women's Studies. We'll select them from the list. Finally, click the Lookup button to select the correct session for the term you have selected. Since Fall 2009 has only one regular academic session, we'll select that. However, if you are running a report for summer courses, you may want to select other sessions like 6-week first, 12-week, 6-week second, and so on. So we've selected the regular session. In the class status options, you can choose to select to report on active, canceled, tentative sections, or sections you may have stopped enrollment on. Today, we'll just select active and tentative sections only. Your next step is to select the Run button. After clicking the Run button, the Process Scheduler Request screen appears. Here, the system displays that your report will display to the web in the format of PDF. Please leave these defaults, then click OK. We know the report has been initiated when a process instance appears on the screen here. Your next step is to click the Process Monitor. The Process Monitor brings us to the Process List window. This gives us the status of our report. You can see that the report we've just selected to run is queued. When we click the Refresh button, the system will update its run status and distribution status. You know your report is ready when you see a run status of success and a distribution status of posted. Continue to click the Refresh button until the distribution status changes to posted. Once the distribution status has changed to posted, the next step is to click the detail link next to the report. The process detail window appears. Find the View Log Trace link and click that. Finally, at the View Log Trace window, find the file that has the extension .pdf. This is your report. Go ahead and click on the report to open it. The report opens in a separate window in a PDF format. Your controls for your report appear in the title bar. You can print the report, save it to a file, use the arrow keys to move through the pages in the report, and most importantly, use the zoom button to zoom into the report so that you can see it better. Now let's go ahead and point out some items on the report that you should be aware of when reading the report. First, the title of the report is Schedule of Classes, and confirm that the correct term appears. Fall 2009. Check that the correct academic session appears. Finally, confirm that the subject area for which you're running the report is Gender and Women's Studies. Let's take a look at the pieces of the report now. On the title bar we see the 4-letter acronym for Gender and Women's Studies, the catalog number of the course, and the section number. The class number that has been assigned to the course, this is our randomly generated 4-digit number, and the course title. Moving across the screen, we see the component of the course is lecture, and it's worth 3 credits or units. If this was a topics course, the topic for the course would appear under this header here. Moving to the next row in the report, the associated class number appears. Remember, when scheduling single component courses, the section number and the associated class number should always match. Again, when scheduling single component courses, the section number and associated class number should always match. With single component courses, the class type is always set to enrollment. The next field, grading basis, is populated directly from the course catalog. Once rooms have been assigned, we'll see a building and a room number, but we can confirm the correct meeting pattern and time, as well as the instructor listed for the course. The final row in the report, the first field is the maximum enrollment capacity. Then check your waitlist capacity. And finally, check that your requested room capacity matches your maximum enrollment capacity, is greater than or equal to your maximum enrollment capacity. Check each field within the report for potential errors. I'd like to show you one other report and some other items to check for when running your print schedule report. This time, we're going to look at the schedule of classes for summer 2009. The session is 6-week first, and the subject area is physics. Physics has an example of a multiple component course. This multiple component course is Physics 111, and we are offering 3 sections of Physics 111. I'd like to point out that we need to move to the 3rd row in the report to see Section 1 of Physics 111. It is the lecture component of the course. Its associated class number is 1, and it has been designated as the enrollment section of the course. Therefore, it will get the green Select Class button. Sections 2 and 3 of Physics 111 appear at the top of the list. Section 2 has the associated class number of 1, which means it goes with Lecture Section 1. the component is lab. And because the lecture section was designated as the enrollment section, the lab section 2 has been designated as the non-enroll component. When checking for multiple component courses, you want to check that your associated class number is the same for those sections in which you want to group together. For more information on class associations, you can go to umbc.edu/UPK to find self-paced, task-based training. Under the Schedule of Classes Advanced, you will find a lesson on what is an association to refresh your memory. I hope that today's video session has been helpful. Thank you for watching.